Hey Theo, this is Ryan. I want to get your thoughts on what it means that that UFOs are definitely real now, and like whether that kind of affects us as human beings, makes you think about time travel and stuff like that. Just in general, does it impact your daily thinking that you can look up at the sky and say what's out there? All right, buddy. Thanks a lot. Gang, gang.
Thank you for the call, Ryan. Recently they had an article, and it said Israeli space security chief says extraterrestrials exist and Trump knows about it. He said, a galactic federation has been waiting for humans to reach a stage where we will understand what space and spaceships are. Haim Eshed has said this. Said the aliens were equally curious about humanity and were seeking to understand the fabric of the universe. And he said that they have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will all understand in general what space and spaceships are. They also added that President Donald Trump was aware of the extraterrestrials' existence and had been on the verge of revealing information, but was asked not to in order to prevent mass hysteria. According also to the report, Haim's, the former head of Israel's Defense Ministry Space Directorate, told an Israeli newspaper that Earthlings have been in contact with a galactic federation and that there's an underground base in the depths of Mars where there are American astronauts and alien representatives. Look, to answer your question, Ryan, you said that we know now that they're real. I don't know if I believe any news that comes out anymore. It's all subject to what you believe. So I think the news used to be, there was a level of what we thought was reality of it to it. And I don't know if that's the case anymore. I really don't. So do I know if this article is legit? I have no idea. You think that there's like a board meeting? It makes it sound like there's a meeting every year and the aliens decide if we're ready to see the aliens. I don't know. That sounds like they're like, well, how's this year been? And you're like, well, we're arriving at the PS5 right now. And we have picture frames that can change the picture, and they're solar powered. So we're still struggling to recycle, but that's where we're at. And then it's like rejected. And then the next year they're like, all right, guys, how's things this year? You ready to accept aliens? And they're like, well, we're having like a lot of widespread racial disputes and, but we do, there is a new popular like bidet attachment that people are buying for their toilets. So they don't have to wipe their butt. It's like, rejected. Dude, it reminds me of that scene in Shawshank Redemption where he keeps going every year to try to get denied. And then finally, Brooks was here, baby. I'm going to kill myself by the grocery. Praise God, baby. So yeah, that just seems weird that there's a meeting every year and that there's like discussion. I just can't, until people are ready, we will never be ready. People are beating the shit out of each other for PS5s. And the malls aren't even open. Think about that. There are shooting. I'm sure there's a shooting right now. If you put your ear up to a bowl of dirty water, you can hear a shooting in Flint, Michigan right now. Probably for a pair of children's roller skates. We are not ready for aliens. Now, some positives, I think, is it would give us all somebody to battle against. Because I'll tell you straight up, bro. Some alien shows up over there in Memphis or something. some brother's going to pop him off, bro. Real talk. Or if he shows up out there in Oregon, a couple of white dudes going to sneak over and abduct his ass, you know? Make a chili out of him. So, I don't know. I mean, the alien thing always, to me, do I think that we're the only people here, like the only beings? I don't know. And people say, well, it's selfish to think that. Well, I don't think it. I don't know. I think we're in the very kinder years of learning about all of that kind of stuff. The simple fact that we're still operating on fuels like, gasoline and whatever else they're using, octane. I think in the future, people will be able to fucking travel on a good idea, you know. You'll have a couple good ideas, and that'll fill up your idea cube, and then you'll be able to use the lightning created from that to migrate to different areas. I think, we're on this very novice plane right now. So yeah, I think it's going to be interesting down the line. Now, I do think this about aliens. I think it's wild that aliens always trying to get in everybody's booty and body. Everybody that gets abducted by aliens, they trying to fuck them, bro. I mean, who are the? You know what I'm saying? Are aliens just a bunch of, just dudes, like a bunch of drunk dudes in Vegas or something? Because every time they pick somebody up, the first thing they tell people is they try to touch, touch inside their booties. And that makes me sad, bro, but that's aliens, man.
I'm just sitting on your front porch, wondering how could I be so far from my home. And my mind is somewhere else, but when I find it, I'll patch up where it's been blown.